The New York Times is reporting this morning, this is the breaking news of the day, President Trump's former campaign chairman, Paul Manafort, and Manafort's former business associate, Rick Gates, have been told to surrender today to federal authorities. This is the first charges in special counsel Robert Mueller's investigation. It comes after prosecutors led by Mueller obtained a grand jury indictment on Friday. Joining us once again to weigh in is the former chief of staff under President Clinton, Mack McLarty. Also joining us here on set, once again, Fox News senior judicial analyst Judge Andrew Napolitano. Good to see you both, gentlemen. Thank you so much for joining us. Judge, your reaction to this development?
Well, again, I have to read the indictment, but the fact that Gates is involved, who was Paul Manafort's business associate in his dealings with the Ukraine government and the Russian government, tells me this is going to the heart of the investigation. Was there a relationship between the person running the Trump campaign and two foreign governments, one or two foreign governments, which was illicit? You know, not all these relationships are illicit. So we'll probably see a copy of the indictment soon. But this is not on some, it doesn't appear to be on some extraneous matter, as we talked about an hour ago.
Right.
It appears to go to the heart of what the chair of the campaign was doing with a foreign government and who knew about it.
Mack McLarty, your reaction?
I would agree with the judge on that. I think this is a big event for sure, a big revelation. We'll have to see how it plays out. We don't know much more than it's Manafort and his associate. The fact he was chairman of the campaign, it goes straight to whether or not there was any communication, collusion, or whatever. We'll have to see how that plays out.
But, Judge, I want to raise something that, based on reports prior to this announcement today about the investigation, some of the leaks that have been coming out of this investigation, the wire transfers that were the focus of some of this investigation, they date back to 2012, 2013. So is it possible that this activity does not coincide with Paul Manafort's involvement with the Trump campaign to separate the two?
Yes, it is possible. And in fact, Mr. Gates worked for Paul Manafort long before Paul was running Donald Trump's campaign. So it could very well be that even though Russians are involved or Ukrainians are involved and the person who was to become the chair of the campaign was involved, could very well be that the events described in the indictment so precede the campaign that there's nothing to touch Donald Trump. Again, this is part of the standard operating procedure of the Justice Department. Indict somebody, control them, squeeze them. I'm sorry to use that word, but that's the parlance. Cut a deal with them and see what they'll tell you.
So, Matt